to work with Tova because she was just fierce, right? Like the most glamorous, gorgeous, fierce woman. And I was so scared to like put on perfume around her because I'm like, I'm sure I'm going to be doing this wrong. She was so elegant. She was so sweet and kind. And she taught me to do the Tova Halo, which I always now do when I'm applying perfume. And this is a moment for Tova. And this is her signature Eau de Parfum. So if you've never tried any Tova before or you're unsure where to start, this is really what launched her fragrance. In her incredible lifetime, one of the things that she sought out to do was create a fine fragrance. And she was really inspired by these beautiful body oils that she went into this incredible boutique and smelled. And when she decided, you know what, I'm gonna make a fine fragrance out of those oils, she was told no. She worked for a year to finally get the yes and to make it happen. And this is why this was her original and it is still loved and here today. And one of my favorite things too is that she always from the very beginning wanted to create this for women of all ages. So she was like, I don't care if you're 25 to 95, I want you to love Tova's signature. And that's what we hear today. You love it, your daughters love it, your granddaughters love it. So we continue on that tradition. This is the lowest price we have ever offered. And this is the gorgeous 3.4 fluid ounce. Look at the beautiful box. This is the original fine fragrance, and it's nominated in our Customer Choice Beauty Awards for Best Fragrance at QVC. So go vote. It's $75. We have it for $44.98. I want to bring in Debbie Flett, a wonderful true friend of Tova. Hi, honey. Welcome in.
Hello. Hi, Courtney. How are you? What an absolute pleasure to be here. As always, celebrating Tova's legacy, especially with signature and at this incredible price, never been known before.
It's so beautiful. I love fragrance, Debbie, and I've never smelled anything like signature. Like it has this distinct, and I know it's so well balanced, and you're going to get into the notes, but there is this brightness and joy immediately when you, like elegance always, but it's just like a breath of fresh air.
It really is. It's clean, fresh sensuality. And of course, it's like music. It's a symphony of scent. That top note is your harmony. The middle note is your rhythm. And the bass note is the beat. So what are those notes? The top note is that gorgeous Calabrian bergamot, which is like walking through a sunlit grove in Calabria. And those middle notes are lavender from Provence. And we've got jasmine absolute, which of course is packed with thousands of jasmine blooms, only found in high-end fragrances, very expensive, but we're keeping it at an affordable price here at QVC because we're not using any advertising, top models, you know, celebrities, because this has stood the test of time. 42 years, in fact. 11.5 million bottles have sold in its lifetime.
Wow.
And the base note, East Indian sandalwood.
It's like, it's warm. I love this too, Debbie, because it's uncomplicated. Like this is a beautiful day scent. It's a beautiful night scent. It has that sophistication. It has the elegance. It just can be whatever you want it to be, which is one of the reasons why I think it has stuck. But one of my favorite things, Debbie, is just over the years hearing from women who are like, I've loved this for 40 years. Now my daughter loves it, and now my granddaughter loves it. This is just really, which I think is what Tova wanted, a fragrance that was built to last.
That is so true. I mean, Tova's signature, the name itself, she wanted something to be the best version of you, your signature, your unique fragrance, something you're not going to smell on everybody. This isn't available anywhere other than at QVC. So it's really, really wonderful because people do stop you. They ask you, what are you wearing?
Yeah.
My daughter wears it. I wear it. My mother wears it. For my kids, this is mummy's scent.
Aww.
And there'll be a story for you, you know, something.
Fragrance is so
really
important. Fragrance is, this is why I'm obsessed with fragrance. It can change my mood. It can be the thing that you most remember someone by. And if you're thinking about gift-giving season, right around the corner, this being the lowest price we've ever offered. I mean, Jane, someone who is a very like close friend of Tova and a love of Tova, but also I know a lover of like memory attached to fragrance.
Well, it's funny because she always sweetly called me the godmother of body, mind, and spirit because that was one of her next creations, which a lot of people mixed with Tova. I still have my bottles, but I love the stories that not only was it memories, but it brought people together. Like There were marriages because of TOVA. There was a man walking down the street and he literally walked into a street sign and almost knocked himself out because he had passed this woman that smelled so good. Well, they got to talking. I guess the coffee led to drinks and they got married and there were babies born because of TOVA. So it's also different on every woman that wears it. And that's what's so exciting, that you're gonna smell a little different than TOVA did, right? Than Debbie does, than Courtney does, than I do. It is your signature, and her class and her elegance and her humor lives on because she always had a little bit of a twinkle in her eye.
Yeah, she did. And I think too, she had this elegance about her that it was just like the epitome of that. And when I think about fine fragrance, I feel like who better, Debbie, than TOVA? And she really hand chose. And I think one of the reasons why this has been loved for 42 years, here it is at the lowest price we've ever done. Like, what a fun opportunity. If you're a collector, grab your bottles. But I feel like because she was so focused on those ingredients, Debbie, that's really what it wasn't like just putting her name on it. She wanted it to be done well.
That's exactly, and good evening to you, Jane. I know how close you were and how much you meant to TOVA, as did all of her TOVA customers over the years. And of course, we're bringing in our new generation now. But yes, exactly, the ingredients. These have been aged for 3 months before they've even seen a bottle.
Wow.
There's 28.5% in the bottle itself, so that's almost a third. So you're getting that really long-lasting eau de parfum, which is obviously way superior to an eau de toilette, and it's going to give you that long-lasting impression of you. It's going to represent you. It's going to introduce your arrival and prolong your departure, leaving people wanting more of you. And one of TOVA's humorous sentences was, "It's a neck nibbler."
I was oh my gosh. I mean, literally, Debbie, TOVA must be here with me right now because I was literally thinking her saying, it's a bit of a neck nibbler. Like, that's what I mean. There is a sexiness to TOVA. Did I just say babies were born? Yes, I did.
Yes, you did. I love that. And now at this incredible opportunity price point, we've had well over 700 orders plus place now. We are busy for this. And I love that this is nominated for Best Fine Fragrance or Best Fragrance at QVC. I can't help but call it Fine Fragrance. Go vote for it in our Customer Choice Beauty Awards. But this is the type of bottle that you want to proudly sit out on your vanity. I mean, just the packaging to the product, Debbie, to the wearability. It's wonderful. And we love TOVA and we love you, Debbie. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. TOVA Borgnine had the epitome of sophistication, and I know that you'll enjoy this too, and there'll be a story to tell just for you, like everyone else has worn it before.
Bye, honey.
Thank you, darlings. Lots of...
All right, Court, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Yeah.